We talked about part one the first week. We recapped book one. And then the second week, we talked about the first part of part two. And then this week, we're talking about the end of part two. So this book was 700 pages, okay? And 700 plus pages, I think, okay? And I know a lot of people were a little bit upset that it ended on a cliffhanger, but I don't think that I could have taken any more, okay? I needed a break, because I think I told y'all last week, I was fucking exhausted, okay? I was exhausted. So, what was y'all favorite part of book two, or what did you like? Oh, also, I'm going to mention this again, but I did a interview with Arthur Sarafini, and I'm going to post it on our Black Girl Book Club blog. We have a blog. I just been slipping on my pen, but I'm going to post it on the blog. We have a blog. I'm going to post it on the blog. I did an interview with her, asked her some questions about what was going on with the book. So I'm finna send everybody a text message like I usually do and let them know that I am live now. What was y'all favorite part of this book? Who was y'all favorite couple? We talked about this last week, but we just gonna get the housekeeping stuff out of the way and everything like that. Before I do that, hi, I'm Shaquana, and I am your host of the Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. The Black Girl Book Club podcast. Hey! If I don't say that, y'all need to tell me. If I don't do the intro, y'all need to tell me, because I know people love the intro. So if I don't do the intro, y'all let me know I didn't do the intro so that I can do it and we can sing together. Okay, so in the first part of book two, we talked about Gold and Maurice. I don't know what the fuck I was calling him last week, but I don't think I was calling him Maurice. I don't think I was calling him Maurice. So we know she got her. Well, first we had to get over the fact that she was fucked up from book one, okay? Because Rich had broke up with her, so we had to go over all that. So she was messed up, whatever. She moved to Atlanta. She doing her makeup and everything like that. And India and what's his name? Ephraim, my boo. They hot and heavy. India found out she was pregnant because of course they were fucking like rabbits. And hold on, yeah. There we go. And they messing around or whatever. And so, let me get my notes. I got notes tonight, y'all. I say that every week and I'll never fucking look at the notes. Okay, boom, boom, boom. So, we know that India found out she was pregnant. Okay, so when India found out she was pregnant, she didn't want the baby at first, okay? I need to leave this phone alone because it's doing what I needed to do. When India found out she was pregnant, she wasn't feeling like being... It's not that she didn't want the baby, which is what these be thinking. It don't be that. It's just like she had her whole life ahead of her. And she a little preacher's kid girl. She didn't have time for that. Okay, so boom. So then... she was like... She didn't want the baby. And E got mad at her. E pissed me off so bad in this book, y'all. He just pissed me off so bad. But y'all tell... he got mad and went and stayed at Rich's house because she didn't want his baby and he felt like he was being abandoned. Hey Taj, I see you too, boo. I see you just popped up. And he took offense to that. My question to y'all is, do y'all feel like he kind of did he overreact, right? Or were his feelings valid? Hey mama, were his feelings valid in how he was feeling? And I know he didn't handle it well, so I'm not even gonna ask y'all that because nigga, what? She's a 21-year-old girl. You're in your 30s. You didn't live life, okay? Hey Celeste, you didn't live life. But she's 21. She kind of get her thoughts together. She just started her career and stuff or whatever. And so he didn't react right, but could you understand the way that he was feeling after he explained that, you know, he had some abandonment issues. He started saying that India was like his mama because she didn't want that baby. Because she didn't want that baby. You know, he was feeling away or whatever. So he left and he stayed gone for a couple of days. He wasn't answering her calls and stuff like that because he like, dang, you didn't want my baby. So with India, how she ended up feeling like she wanted to keep the baby, she ended up talking to Tamia. I was always on the fence about Tamia because I felt like Tamia was going to do some slick shit. She was going to do some sly stuff. But then again, sometimes she was a good friend. Sometimes she was a good friend. And I felt like when she talked to Goals, she was like, he got money. You know, dude got money. And all that, you ain't gonna have to worry about the baby. You know, you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, money, like, why you tripping or whatever, even though you just starting out in life or whatever. So India ended up like, okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna keep my baby and everything. So E finally went home. One thing I want to say about before E went home, because they had a scene with the guys, right? So all the guys were together and they were talking, and it came up that Gold was messing with Maurice. Men be gossiping so bad because why did they sit there and talk and laugh about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the dudes was laughing at Rich like, oh, she got her new nigga. She messing with Maurice. He's somebody we know, yada, yada, yada. Rich, they're hot under the collar. He was pissed, okay? So now everybody knows that Goals is messing with Maurice. If y'all remember, Maurice is an acquaintance of Rich's. They know each other. Gold kind of met Maurice through Rich, right? So they sitting up there gossiping and stuff. Rich getting mad and everything. And so, so now everybody know that Gold is messing with Maurice, okay? So, Rich is mad. And okay, so we was already on the fence about Maurice, but the things that Rich said, I don't know if he just said it because he was pissed off, because it was like, he want to be me. He always, you know, doing stuff that I do. He always watching my moves. He always trying to, you know, do what I do or whatever. And so did y'all feel like, because I said this last week, I do feel like that's what Maurice was on. I feel like Maurice was on some, I think he liked Goals. I think he found her attractive. I think the sex was amazing, right? But I feel like it kind of have a little bit too much to do with Rich for it to be genuine, okay? So, Rich know about Maurice now. India and E made up, you know, he came back home. She's having the baby. They're excited, right? So now everybody knows that Gold is messing with Maurice. So flash to Maurice and Gold, okay? He took her on vacation. Where did they go, y'all? Where did they go on vacation? He take her on this yacht vacation with his friends and family, which I told y'all last week. I don't know. It's not that wasn't rubbing me the right way, but why would you take this young girl on this trip with your friends and your family? Like, you really trying to make her your woman, or are you trying to show everybody that you got her, right? Like a diss to Rich or whatever. Oh, one thing that Rich has said that was like, or maybe India said it on E's behalf, but he was like, anything that's disrespected gotta get checked. But it wasn't exactly that. I need to quote it because it was a good quote. But he was like, Maurice was tripping, messing with his girl or whatever, and he needs to get checked, right? Anywho, so Maurice then took Gold on vacation. Okay, they're on vacation. They're on this yacht with his friends and family. Okay. And so they're just dating. So she meeting everybody and everything. They on the yacht. Like, when Gold and Maurice was together, I liked them together. Like, he treated her good. He treated her right. And I liked that. because he was really good to her when they was together. So I guess if he was trying to get at Rich, he didn't treat her bad in the interim. He didn't treat her bad in the meantime, right? So he treated her good, and I loved their chemistry when they was together. Like, I really was feeling it when they was together. So they on the yacht, or whatever, and she meeting his people and everything. And let me see what my notes say. So they in the thick of it on vacation. They living a life. And I love reading this kind of stuff. Like, when they was on vacation and stuff like that, like, I be feeling I be on vacation with them too. And I be like, in it, like, get it. So, of course, she looking good because, you know, Cavalli. She got on her shit. And Mo got kids. He got 2 kids. And his baby mama friend is on the yacht because his baby mama friend messed with one of his friends. Y'all know how that go. Kind of like E and Rich or whatever, right? So they on the yacht and everything, and the friend is giving Gold the side eye because she's trying to be loyal to her friend or whatever. So that's kind of like a little beef that they got on there. But the yacht trip was nice. He took her to London and everything, y'all. One thing that I wanted to ask y'all was, do y'all think, because he owns a football team, because y'all know he a big boss, he got big money. I think he got more money than Rich. And so he has a football team, a soccer team. I said, do y'all think that his team is at the World Cup? These supposed to be having my mind so fucked up. Do y'all think Mo team is at the World Cup? But yes, he was just taking her everywhere. He took her. They was on the yacht. They was on the island. And then he flew her to London to go and watch a football game. Oh my God. But yes, they had good conversations. Like, I like Mo. He seemed like he's somewhat, you know, of a intellectual. He seemed like he intelligent. He got a good head on his shoulders. He's street smart. She did meet his kids at some point. Yeah, because they was in there screwing. That baby had came to their door. He said, get away. Oh my God, y'all. So then when they was on the yacht, right? So they on the yacht. And they having sex on the boat while other people are around, okay? And the paparazzi, because of course they probably on this exclusive island. They probably, you know, like out, you know, where only the rich people be at. The paparazzi see them, right? And the paparazzi like, yes, he is banging her. He is getting her good. And then the other paparazzi was like, I wonder, is that P. Diddy? Why my ass like, I know that wasn't P. Diddy because P. Diddy ain't put it down like that. Because P. Diddy ain't put it down like that. How I know how P. Diddy is put it down, don't even ask. But I was like, that was not P. Diddy. But Maurice was screwing Goals on this yacht. He was getting her ass, and the paparazzi caught them. Now, my question is, with that being said, so they're taking pictures of them, they're taking videos of them and everything. Is there going to come back and bite them in the ass? Right? Are those pictures, or did they get leaked in this book? I don't think they did. It's been a while since I read this, and y'all know I be reading other stuff. But I don't think it came out yet. The pictures from the pop say came out yet, but I think that's probably going to be a thing in book 3, that them pictures gonna come out. This pictures gonna come out, and they gonna be on there. But I was thinking to myself, baby, no, that's not Puff Daddy. I know that's not Puff Daddy. But yes, he was turning her ass up on that yacht. And I was like, go, Goals, get it, go, Goals, get it. Okay, so, y'all know that, okay, so in the scene with the guys, when I was saying they was like gossiping and stuff, I can't see y'all comments, y'all. If y'all talking to me. If I cut off or something, y'all gonna have to text me or something. So I got to send me a text message because I don't know what the fuck is going on Facebook. But y'all talk amongst each other and answer these questions because I'm gonna go back and read them. Okay, so if y'all remember, Rich and his boys was talking about how Ghost was messing with Maurice now, right? And so, you know, they had that conversation and everything. So then, you know, it switched to Ghost and Maurice on vacation. And like, she really did like character develop like their relationship. She developed their relationship. Like, you could feel the love between them. And Gold, when she first started messing with him, it was just like something to do, something to get over Rich. But now she's saying like, you know, she feeling him. She's starting to like Maurice. You know, she could see, you know, something with them. And I think at this point, they're like dating. They decided to become a thing. And he told her as, do not embarrass me. And she said, no problem. I got you, whatever, right? So, no sooner than Rich and his boys have this conversation about how she messing with Maurice. Now, y'all know Rich been cool on Gold for whatever reason. He say it's because he had to take care of his home and everything like that, which is fine. I get it. I understand it. But, he wasn't talking. He wasn't calling her. And it's been months. It's been months. And he has been radio silent. He has not said a fucking thing. Okay? He haven't reached out to her. So now, after him and his boys that had this conversation about how she messing with Maurice, now all of a sudden he got words for her. Now all of a sudden he got some shit to say to her. Right? So, you know, they own the yacht, her and Maurice, they kicking it, they having a good time, all this and that, whatever, right? Well, when she getting ready to leave off vacation after she done had this wonderful time with Maurice, guess who come fucking calling? Guess who's sending her text messages? It's me. I need to holler at you. I need to talk to you. It's Rich all of a sudden. So, Gold not being a young and dumb chick because she already know the play. He know I'm fucking with Maurice because I think India ended up telling her, because India told E, I loved India. I like her. She quirky. She kind of crazy or whatever. But she ended up telling E like Gold is messing with Maurice because she didn't want to keep that from him because she knew that they all knew each other and everything. That's how word got back to Rich, right? And so India ended up telling E. So then when Gold got back from her trip, she told Gold that she told E, right? And so now Gold knows that Rich know, because if E know, Rich know, whatever, right? So she know that the only reason that Rich is calling is because he's gotten word that she fucking with Maurice, right? So she like, fuck him. You know, he ain't been on me all this time. Now he want to call me because he know I'm fucking with Maurice. No, I'm not fucking with him. So she would not answer his calls, right? So she not answering his calls. She not talking to him, whatever, right? So let me see if I missed anything. Did Rich, and we might have talked about this last week, but did he handle her wrong? Was him taking her home and just cutting her short, handling her wrong? Or did he have her best interest at heart? Did he really have her best interest at heart? Because he did it for himself to take care of his home, but he also did it for her because she was tripping. She was dick ditzy, and she was finna turn down her makeup opportunity to, if you remember, she had went to Atlanta to work on set for the show, and she was going to turn that down because she was in love, you know. And so he was looking out for his home, but he was also kind of looking out for her too. So I guess he could have just handled it differently. You know, he could have handled it differently, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not just dropped her like he did. It could have, you know, explained to her what was going on, and like, I still fuck with you, but I gotta take her home. And I want you to, and that make me think, like, for him to be as old and as wise as he was, he didn't think that through very well. He didn't handle that like the boss ass, wise ass, you know, money. He didn't handle that. He didn't handle that right. He didn't handle Gold right. I don't think he didn't handle her right, because she was in love with him. Like, they was locked in, and all of a sudden he's just like, I can't fuck with you no more. and just left and nothing. And she was just out there bad. So yeah, he handled her wrong. I'm gonna answer that. But do y'all think he handled her wrong or did? Because he said, she was like, you could have told me that when they did finally talk. She was like, you could have told me what was going on. He was like, I don't explain myself to nobody. Oh, you don't? Oh, you don't? Okay. Oh, you don't? Right. So he don't explain himself to nobody. So I guess that's why he didn't tell her. But yes, oh my God, that was so funny about that paparazzi. Yeah, I was cracking up because the thoughts that I be having in my head when I be reading, I was like, no, that cannot be Puff Daddy. That could not be Puff Daddy. Okay, so just know that Gold's family ain't shit. If you ain't read this yet, her mama, her brother, her sister, probably her sister kids. I'm just playing. But yes, I felt so bad for her at that sister birthday party when her sister had gave her little speech or whatever, and she was thanking everybody and talking about how much she loved everybody, even fucking Tamia, which is Gold's friend or whatever. But how she loved everybody and all this and that, and did not mention Gold one time. Now this is her blood sister. Right, this is her blood sister, and she came to her birthday party, which she wasn't gonna go if it wouldn't have been for India. But the sister gets up and make a speech and talk about how she loved everybody and how everybody been there for her and all this and that. And she didn't mention Gold. But now that I think about it, Gold got all this money, and Gold did not give her no money. Gold was not kicking her down no money. I don't know. I don't know now. I might be on, what's her sister name? Amethyst side. Because why you got all this money from your daddy and you ain't got me shit? I'm over here struggling. I don't know. So I kind of feel her on there. But no, Gold's family is fucking trash. Which her brother did end up apologizing to her for beating her up and stuff when they were little and everything. And yeah. So I don't know. Did y'all think he was sincere? Did y'all think her brother her brother gave her hell growing up? He was just like a bully and all of this and that or whatever. Hold on, y'all. Oh, somebody did take me. He apologized to her. I wasn't sure if he was sincere, but it sounded like he was to me. Or the way that she wrote it, it sounded like he was. Oh, look at me. Okay, yeah, I think I'm back. Joan is back. Okay, so look, I can see now. Okay, y'all talk in the comments so I can see y'all comments. I can see now on Facebook. Anywho, so the brother apologized to her. I wasn't sure if he was sincere or not. I'm side his ass. I think for some reason I feel like he might try to rob her or something like that. I don't know. He's just giving. He ain't got his butt together. I'm back on Facebook, y'all, or y'all can say on TikTok. I got a full battery today. Anywho, so the brother apologized. Her family ain't shit. They pissed me off with that. I felt so bad for her because she was really like almost crying out to her mother in a way. Like she was really wanting her mom to be there for her, and I felt like really bad for her that she had to experience how her mother treated her. You know what I'm saying? Like her mom was just not, she was just, I don't know, her mama seemed a little bit aloof. Her mama seemed like she might have been a little bit off. But Gold was really crying out for her mother, and she really wanted that support and love from her mom, and she wasn't getting it at all. Right? So, she got that. Wait a minute, y'all. I got a little bit off track. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do too many things. Okay, and so, y'all, this was so random and off track. But if Gold would have started messing with that football player, I was gonna throw my motherfucking phone. If she would have started messing with this football player, so she was trying to get ready to do some makeup for some like a football team. Now, what's the man on the show? Okay, so let's say you know how they be doing the commentary of the football games and stuff like that, and they had like the shows on ESPN. Okay, so she's working on one of them, and she was doing the makeup or whatever you do for men when it comes to makeup on the show, right? And one of the one of the football players had pushed up on her and gave her his number. In the back of her mind, she like, yeah, I'm in a relationship with Maurice, but I got to keep my options open. I was thinking to myself, if you fuck one more person in this book, if you fuck one more person in this book, I was like, go, do not do that. Please do not mess with that man. I don't know if he gonna come back up in book 3, but please don't mess with him, Gold. Arthur Sarafini, if you watching this, do not make her mess with the football player. I was like, her cat cannot take no more. Or maybe it could, shit. It be resilient. But baby, Gold, do not mess with the football player. Because I'm like, oh my God. And he was big too. I'm like, this is too much bigness going around, baby. You're gonna get trampled. You gonna be out there bad. But that's very random. Oh my God. And then I did not talk about Shelly. What the fuck is wrong with her? And it's so crazy now that I think about it that Ghost befriended someone. Shelly reminds me of her mama. Shelly reminds me of Gold's mom. So she's an older woman. I don't know. I guess she like rich them age. So she like in her 30s or whatever. Which Xena probably in her 30s too. Or probably late 30s, early 40s. No, she probably in her 40s. But anyway, Shelly reminded me of Gold's mom. Just in the house, she like wouldn't grow up. She was all about getting money, niggas tricking on her, and just all that kind of crazy shit or whatever. And so, it's funny that she befriended somebody. So, the backstory is, when Gold met Maurice the second time, she was with Shelly, right? And so, when she was with Shelly, Shelly was like, it's going to be a lot of, it's up in her, it's, the big money crew going to be up in her today. She was like, but I want the big fish. I want the big guy. This Shelly talking to, Gold. And the big fish was Maurice. So, Shelly, oh, Lord, was Gold wrong for messing with him? Now, Shelly ain't never, this man don't even know that she exists for real. This man don't even really know that Shelly exists, okay? So, but Shelly want him, and she voiced that to Gold. Okay, like I want him, like she was on him heavy. Okay, she was really about to do a split. But Maurice was pushing up on Gold heavy. Maurice was pushing up on Gold heavy. Okay, was Gold wrong for messing with the man that Shelly said she wanted? Ain't never fuck with him. Ain't never had sex with him, nothing like that. But she said she wanted him. Was Gold wrong for messing with him? After Shelly said that. Because on the yacht, Shelly's best friend, I guess, was on there with one of Maurice's friends, right? And she went back and told Shelly, which, okay, Gold is young. Okay, we gonna say that Gold is young, whatever. But I think that Gold, because they was cool, her and Shelly were friends, okay? Gold did not say nothing to Shelly about her messing with Maurice, and she had been messing with Maurice for a minute, okay? She had been messing with him for a minute, and she never said anything to Shelly about it. I think she was wrong in that. But since he was pushing up on her so hard, he was basically stalking her, and she gave him a chance, and she ended up liking him. Like, no harm, no foul. Like, Shelly, you too fucking old for this. Like, get over it. He want me. Okay? But Shelly now has a vendetta. And I had another aha moment when I was going through this the second time that I didn't peep the first time. So now Shelly got a vendetta out on Goals because Gold is messing with the man that she won't. Right? So Goals is messing with, they said y'all need to like this stream. 100% of the viewers have why y'all not liking this video? They said y'all not like this video. Y'all need to like this video. Anyway, so Goals, now Shelly got a vendetta out against Goals because Goals is messing with the man that she won't, right? But Shelly said, I'm not going to fuck with you. I'm not going to go off on you. I'm not going to get off on you. I'm not going to give you payback Goals. I'm going to get at your friend. Because if y'all remember, she's messed with E in the past. Shelly done been with every fucking body. And that's what they were saying. Like, anybody you fuck with, they got some money. Shelly done already messed with them. So, it's like, you're not going to better fuck with nobody. Basically. Right? And so, now Shelly got a vendetta out against Gold. But she said she not going to get at Goals to get her get back. She's going to get at India through E. And if y'all remember, India did the same thing to Tiffany. She did the same thing to Tiffany because when Tiffany slighted her when she first met her and act like she had shit on her hands or whatever, India was like, oh, you want to play me? Like I'm some little bum bitch, whatever. She was like, I got you. I'm finna get your man to mess with my friend, right? I'm finna get your man to mess with my friend or whatever, right? So now Shelly finna do the same thing. Another thing that came up for me was that the job that E had went to go do out of town, did Shelly have something to do with that? Did Shelly have something to do with that? The job that E took out of town? Because it seems so fishy. And India was saying, like, something don't seem right about this. Something don't seem right about the lady that he was going to do the work for or whatever. And I'm like, damn, after Shelly said that, I'm wondering if she is behind the whole him having to go out of town, be with this lady. Is she going to catch him slipping while he out of town? Oh my God, book 3 going to be so good. Oh my God. I know. Now, India be getting on my nerves because she is a little quirky, but she is a sweet girl. She is a sweet girl. And Shelly better not fuck with her. Okay? Because ain't nobody. Get your old ass and get you a who wants you. Okay? Get you somebody who wants you. And don't mess with this girl. But he pissed me off at the end of this book. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so boom. If Gold would start messing with that football player, that's all I'm finna get ready to say. I was about to my phone. I'm like, baby, that cat can't take no more. It can't take no more. So Gold is talking about, she kind of reminisced on, or like things come up. Oh, she was talking to Maurice. And Maurice was talking about running for mayor and stuff like that, or running from some kind of office, right? And so he was talking, and she started thinking about how he reminded her of Rich. No, back up a little bit. Okay, so Randy is Gold's hairdressing friend. So Gold do makeup. She got a gay best friend who does hair. And he's talking about how he is tired of the shop that he working for. And if you ever been a beautician, which I never have, but if you know beauticians, them shop owners be something else. So he getting tired of his shop owner that he working with or whatever, and he telling Goals about it. And she ends up saying, like, let's go into business together. Let's open up a shop. I'll be your investor. Cause he got good clientele. You know, he known. Think of Ari. I don't know if y'all know Ari, but she is the social media influencer. And the guy who do her hair, his name Tay. So think of like a Tay. Cause like he be booming. He be booming. Like everybody go to him. He do celebrity hair and stuff like that. So okay, so Randy is like Tay or whatever. So she like, okay, I'm investing in you. I'm gonna get us a shop. or whatever. And he was like, I need like $500,000. And she was like, oh, that's nothing, right? So then she has this flashback of Rich, okay? And why did this give her some gold? He gave her some gold, and I guess the gold was worth a couple $100,000. He was like, I'm giving this to you. Oh my God. He was like, I'm giving this to you, you know, think about, you know, what you want to do with your life. You know, the agency stuff is cool. You got you some gigs doing makeup, whatever, but think about the long term, what you want to do. He was like, put this up, and when you find out what you want to do, invest in it and use the gold for that, right? So I had this thought, like, he gave her probably close to $1 million, okay? When you think about all the money, the jewelry, the gold, and wasn't that cute how she played on there? He gave her some gold. Her name is Gold. It's like, oh, Arthur Sarafini. Anywho, but he gave her like probably close to $1 million, maybe $1 million plus dollars. Okay, y'all, and let me tell y'all how fucked up my mind is behind these books. I was reading a book last week, right? And this girl was going to the mall to go shopping. So the dude that she was with, I read this real nasty book, y'all. It was just straight sweat. She was actually messing with two men. I can't think of the name of it. But they had gave her some money to go shopping, right? And they each gave her $1,500. Well, I was thinking to myself, that ain't shit. When you read books with men giving people $1 million gold, all this and that, $1,500, girl, you need to dump them. Girl, you need to dump their ass. They only gave you $1,500 each. That ain't nothing. That's one pair of shoes. Yeah, why they only gave her $1,500? But anyway, back to Rich. Back to Rich. He had gave her so much money. And it wasn't like his friend said he the biggest trick. Because he said he don't pay for pussy. They said, you the biggest trick. But yes, like, that's how you knew he wasn't really playing her. I know he had a lot of money, but $1 million is $1 million. You ain't just gonna be giving anybody no fucking $1 million. Right? So she is gonna invest in her a shop. So that was like a kind of a big part of book 2. She's like, you know, her and Randy, they had to find a shop. They had to, you know, fix it up. Oh, and that's how the book ended up ending. Okay, so boom. But yes, I had that thought. I was like, he was spending money on her, baby. Like that girl said, Gold must have some gold between her legs. No, but I really think he liked her. I think that Gold had a aura about her. She had a, you know, she just had it. She was beautiful, right? But a lot of women are beautiful. And, you know, they get people, whatever, but people don't, you know, once they figure out that they ain't really got nothing going on, we see it all the time on social media. I need to get off social media. But, you know, it be beautiful girls, they get the men, but they can't keep the men. You know what I'm saying? Once they find out, you know, who they are. But I think that, you know, she had an aura and she had this thing about her that, you know, made people want to, for one, take her, give to her, you know, all that kind of stuff, whatever, right? So, goes, baby. So, yes, he gave her all that money. And then people that gave that girl $1,500 in that book, I was like, girl, you need to dump them. And then you got Kristen and Chucky. So, if y'all remember, last week, I think we talked about it. So, Kristen... she tried to get back with her husband. Her husband was treating her like shit. She's like, fuck this shit. You ain't even fucking me right. I'm about to go I want a divorce. She said she wanted a divorce. So she ended up leaving her husband because therapy wasn't working. She was trying to make it work, keep our family together. She wanted to make it work for the kids and everything like that. But she just wasn't feeling it. She was like, this is my way out. I need to get out of this marriage. This is my way out. So let me just get out, right? So she ended up leaving and everything. And she went and she got her own place. Well, then she gets this invitation for Chucky's grand opening. Y'all remember he was opening up a coffee shop when he had took her out of town or whatever. And so she got the invitation for the coffee shop. And she was like, you know, I'm off that. I ain't messing with him no more. But I guess she probably had a moment of weakness. Baby, when that coffee grand opening came open, she ate. Woo, she was probably at home sweating like, oh, I miss it. So she ended up going to the grand opening. Now, remember, she played him at the first part of the book when he seen her at Tiffany going away to jail party. And so she played him when he seen her at Tiffany going away to jail party. So she shows up at the coffee grand opening. I feel like there was a good way for them to kind of reconnect. Like, she did that good. Like, I feel like she did that good. And so she got the invitation on accident. And so she ended up going because she was proud of him and she missed him. And so she went or whatever. Did y'all think that India was being shady, or was she trying to not accept her? Because remember, they on two different sides of the fence. Kristen is Tiffany, Rich's husband's best friend, and Gold is fucking the husband, and India is her best friend, right? And so she was like kind of trying to talk Christian up at the grand opening or whatever. And Christian was being her bullshit ass self. She something else. She's something else. She got a mouth on her. And so she was being herself or whatever. And did y'all feel like India was trying to play her, like be funny with her or whatever? Or did y'all feel like she truly was like trying to befriend her? Like, okay, I mean, they friends, you know, they best friends or whatever. You know, I'm going to try to bring you into the fold. Not necessarily bring her into the fold, but, you know, talk to her. Do y'all think she was trying to be shady, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But Christian was giving her the business. She was like, girl, if you don't take your little young ass on somewhere trying to be funny. Yeah. So, Christian ended up talking to Chucky, and she ended up telling him at the grand opening, like, I left my husband. I got my own place. You know, I miss you, right? I was kind of mad at her for how she played him, right? I was kind of mad at her about that. Do y'all think that because, baby, when she said, come back to me, when she said, I got my own place, I need to talk to you, baby, he was right there. Chucky went running, baby. He didn't waste no time. He was knocking on that door. Yes, he was knocking on that door like, I'm here. You wanted to holler at me or whatever. So they had some words when he went over there, but of course they fucked by the end of the night. Baby, she was on him like. But I'm glad that he made her kind of, I don't like how she did him, but I'm glad he made her kind of like beg. Cause he didn't, he was easy, but he kind of put up like a little small fight. Do y'all like Christian and Chucky? Do y'all like Kristen and Chucky? I know they started off kind of wrong because she was married, but I like them. I like them together. I think they have good chemistry. I think they're like opposites attract, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So, yes, baby, she was ready to bang. She was like, come on back. I told y'all that's why she went to that grand opening, baby. She went to because she was proud of him and everything, but she went because she wanted that good thing back. She wanted that D. You hear me? Yeah, so I don't know why I noted this, but I did do an interview with Arthur Sarafini, and I'm going to post it on our blog. It's written. It's a written interview. I did an interview with her and asked her some questions. But in her interview, she ended up mentioning that she was a stay-at-home mom now, and so she's going to be able to get the books out a little bit faster. She said she wasn't rushing it, but she going to get them out a little bit faster. I said, okay, now she became a stay-at-home mom, baby. She got her rich at home. I said, not up in her business. Because she was working and now she's staying at home with her baby. She got her man baby taking care of her. You hear me? So, not I'm in that woman's business. I'm sorry, Sarafini. Yes. But, okay, so, the fight in Vegas. Okay, so go and I was saying that they was getting on my nerves in this book, but the way I'm smiling, I guess I really like them. Anywho, so y'all know that Ghost is messing with Maurice. Everybody knows she messing with Maurice, including Rich and everything. And so Maurice is like, come on, go to this fight with me. Which, now that I think about it, was that intentional? It was a big fight. All the ballers beat her. So did he know that Rich was going to be at this fight? Okay? He knew. So did he take Ghost? But he was feeling Ghost. He liked her. He took her other places and stuff like that. But should he have not taken her to this fight because he knew that Rich was going to beat her? Right? So he ended up asking Ghost to go to the fight with him. She like, yeah. So they go to the fight together, right? Who else is at the fight? Rich. So Ghost is there with Maurice. Rich is there with his boys and Christian. Chucky ended up taking Christian to the fight with him. That was cute. And so they at the fight. He ended up seeing Ghost at the fight. So Rich was like, Rich was giving like big dick energy. Oh, baby, he was giving big dick energy. He stepped to Maurice like, you got me fucked up. It ain't really about her. It's the fact that you played in my face and you disrespecting me. Like, you know better. Which, was Maurice wrong? Like, Rich was married. So, obviously, this ain't your girl for real. This just somebody you messing with, and I like her. I'm not married. Right? Was Maurice wrong? You know what I'm saying? So, was Maurice wrong or whatever? So, it's like, but Rich was like, you got me fucked up because you playing in my face. So, he steps to him at the fight or whatever. Oh, my God. I think fight no more. But I felt like Maurice held his own. Maurice was like, I ain't tripping. You know, like, is it really this serious or whatever? But Rich was like, you disrespecting me. You know I used to mess with her. You know I was fucking with her. And now you messing with her. Right? So, why is you playing with me? Why is you disrespecting me? Don't fucking play with me like that. You know, and then it's like, it ain't even about her. It's about the principle of it. That you disrespected me. So he stepped to him, and you know, his boys was come behind him. Chucky was like, don't do this up in her. Or was it Chino? Was Chino with them? He was like, don't do this up in her. Rich was like, nah, you got me fucked up. Let me go do my thing. That's one thing that I loved about Rich and his friends. They respected him. They respected him. And they all, well, none of them know punks. Well, none of them know, look, you know, yes men or whatever. But they respected him. And when he said, I'm moving, I'm stepping to him at this fight, they moved out the way. They was like, don't do your thing, big dog. But yes, Rich was like, you got me fucked up. I'm going to handle you. You don't want to play with me when it comes to this shit. Okay? I was like, okay. Okay, so he seen Ghost at the fight with Maurice, right? So, of course, now he been calling. She ain't been answering. It's like, I know the only reason that you calling me because you know I'm fucking with Maurice. Leave me alone. You left me high and dry. Don't mess with me no more, right? So, he been calling. She ain't been answering. And he been texting. She ain't been answering. So, after this fight in Las Vegas, I think that's where they went to Vegas. And after this fight in Las Vegas, he comes to her house. Now, before, he was just calling. But once he actually seen them together, seen them in action, he was like, oh, no, I'm going to get my bitch back. He's like, I'm going to get my bitch back. So he went to her house or whatever. And so they fussing and fighting. He telling her, you know, I ain't know you was like that. You homie hopping, or you hopping around with people that I know. And she was like, boy, fuck you, I can do what I want to do. You left me. You left me crying on the floor. I was crying. I had to go to a whole nother fucking state to get my life together. Thanks to you. Right? So they fussing and fighting. She was like, you played me. You could have just told me what was up. He was like, I don't explain myself to nobody. All of a sudden. Look, Gold is bent over. Rick said, I'm leaving her with something. He said, I'm leaving her with something. Right? So he got her bent over. He turned her ass back up. And so it begins. So Rich got her back. Of course, he take her on vacation, baby. They vacation. One thing they gonna do is take Gold on a fucking vacation. One thing they gonna do is take Gold on a vacation, baby. They taking her out the country, honey. So they back talking. They texting each other and stuff like that. Did she do she did. Oh, okay, so they talking, her and Rich getting back hot and heavy. She ends up doing a magazine shoot for the opening of her salon. The opening of the salon, because she like the it girl, and the editor of the magazine, when he saw her, he was just like, I need to do a piece on her, right? This is somebody that Tamia's sister's Tibby knows, right? Which again, Tibby was throwing me off. But he does an editorial on her, and Rich comes to the editorial. I thought that was so good. Like, he do a photo shoot and everything like that. I was thinking, I said, I'm gonna do that for myself one day. I'm just gonna do me an editorial photo shoot for no reason. Anywho, so Rich had came and, like, he brought her flowers. And I mean, it was just really, really nice. I love reading it. Thank you, Author Sarafini, for writing that part or whatever. But her friends were there. Oh, India told Ghost that she was pregnant. Oh my God, it is fucking 8:30 and I'm like halfway through part 2. But this was a long book, y'all, so y'all just gotta hang out with me. Anyway, so when Ghost came back from her vacation, India ended up telling Ghost that she was pregnant, and she thought Ghost was gonna be mad, because if you remember, Ghost was mad about Eve. He was like, you taking my friend away from me. So India felt like, Ghost was maybe gonna be upset that she was pregnant. Like, girl, we supposed to be in these motherfucking streets, so you trying to have a goddamn baby. But she wasn't. And then, where was I? I was talking about Ghost, girl. I be getting lost in the sauce when it comes to Gold and these men, because she was having her way. She was having her way, and I was so happy for this little young girl just having her way. They give her money, they taking her out of town. Oh yeah, Rich had took on the trip. So Rich had took her on vacation. She finna start leaving Maurice ass alone, baby. Rich came back and Ghost was like, Maurice who? So Rich came, he fucking her good, he taking her on vacation, all this and that. So then, now she getting ready for a grand opening of her salon. And Rich is like, she ends up asking Rich, would he be like her +1? And he tells this girl no. And not only did he tell her no, but it was very funky and mean how he told her. Which I'm like, what the fuck he on? After you just wined and dined her, and you want her back, you got her back from Maurice, all this and that, and you don't want to go to her grand opening, and this is something that was important to her, And so he ended up telling her no. So Ghost like, fuck him. Oh Lord Jesus. TikTok, they try to put me off. Sometimes they'll let me stay on here, but they might kick me off, y'all. But I'm on Facebook. I'm still keep on talking, because we get done with this shit tonight. I'm tired of Ghost. I want to get out of Ghost's world. I've been wrapped up in this for 2 months now. Anywho, so she like, come to my grand opening. He was proud of her. She was opening up her shop and everything. And he was like, nah, I ain't coming. I don't need to be like out there like that with you. She like, what the fuck? and her feelings get hurt. I felt so bad with her. He handled that so wrong. Like, he don't know how to handle shit. This is the second time he not handling shit right. He did it the first time. Welcome back, y'all on Facebook. So he did it the first time. So he like hurt her feelings. So after he said he want to come to that grand opening, she was like, "You had me. You had me for a minute, but now I'm back off your ass. So leave me alone." So after that trip, after he took her on that trip, she was like, "I'm back with Maurice again." Ghost is playing. Ghost is playing. Right? And that's when Maurice had bought her. I think he bought her a truck. Did he buy her a truck, y'all? Girl, they was spending that money on her, y'all. They was spending that fucking money. He had bought her a truck. So she mad at Rich because Rich said he wasn't coming to her grand opening or whatever, which I thought was fucked up too. But he said he wasn't coming to her grand opening, so she back off him, she back on Maurice. So her and Maurice back together. Or whatever. Oh, and then Tamia, baby, her and Stone got all the money. I don't know what's going on, but he got all the money. She buying Cavalli now too. So Tamia got money with Stone. Stone, I don't know what he was out there doing because he didn't have a pot to piss in when he came out from jail, but now they got money or whatever. I said something in here about them tables will turn. Let me see. So I said something about she had been burned a few times. So why Chucky had kept calling Christian husband Urkel? Talking about Urkel. But anyway, so oh my God, Tiffany. So Tiffany is Rich's wife, if y'all remember that. Why the fuck did she come on to Chucky? Like, try to kiss him. And he ended up telling Christian, like, should I tell Rich about it or whatever? And she was like, yeah, but Christian had got mad. She was like, I'm done with her funky ass. I was, feeling bad for her and all that, but I'm not fucking with her no more. She is dead to me after this. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. They're going to kick me off. TikTok, count your days, baby, because they probably finna be on my ass. But, Christian was like, fuck that. So, that's what Chucky and Christian is hot and heavy. One thing I did not like about Christian was when she would get back with Chucky, it was like her kids was put on the back burner. I didn't like that. And her kids were young. She didn't have no older kids. She had little babies. And they're used to her being there and being mommy. And you know what I'm saying? And it was like, whenever Chucky would come into play, she would lose her damn mind. It's like, get your kids. So, because one time the husband needed her to get the kids because he was late for work. And she was out of town with Chucky when she was trying to get back home. But she couldn't get him. So, yes, they back hot and heavy, baby. I like how Chucky had fell for her. I like how he fell for her. And it was kind of like he used to women like falling all over him, but he was falling all over her. And I love that for Christian. I really love that for her because he was on her bed, baby. He took her to Vegas with him and his friends. But anyway, I don't know, y'all. Y'all probably like, she need to get her life together. But I like them. So, Goals is getting ready for her grand opening, her and Randy. And they are opening this big, nice shop and everything or whatever, right? And so, she off Rich. Her and Maurice back together. Maurice bought her a truck. Y'all, why did I get so sad at this? India lost the baby. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all ain't read this book, I'm sorry. This is a real spoiler. But this was a big part of the book. And the way that it happened was so freaking sad. Oh, I ain't gonna tell y'all how it happened. I ain't gonna tell y'all how I'm gonna say that. So read the book if you want to know how it happened. But, oh my God, that just broke my heart. It really broke my heart. I love pregnancies in books. I don't know. I got a breeding kink or something. I know I got 5 kids. But I love pregnancies in books. And like, why didn't she just let her stay pregnant? But I know why she didn't, because she was young. And she still needed to live her life. And what the fuck do E do? he dipped on her again. So after she had the miscarriage, he goes off and does this job in another state. Because remember, he had the lady that I think Shelly is behind now, that I think about it. And he ended up going to do the job. He didn't know if he was going to do it before because India was pregnant. But now that she's not anymore, he's going to go off and he's going to do this job. So he leaves her. He leaves her in this state where she just is in shambles. Okay? Men really be fucking up. Like, India was a good girl. She was down for him. She had his back. And he just kept, like, kind of doing her dirty. I did not like how he did her. So he goes off and he does this job. Now, not only do he go off and do this job, but he's not answering her phone calls. He won't talk to her. You know, and she like need him. And she ended up going, oh my gosh, and then her parents. That was just a lot, child. That was a lot. That was really, really sad. But anyway, so she ended up going to stay with Goals. India said she was tired of her Goals. Head boy banging. They was locking her up. No, Maurice wouldn't stay with her. Maurice wouldn't stay with her when he saw that her friend was out. I thought that was like realistic of him. Like, I'm not gonna stay in this house and you and your friends up here getting your roommates and shit. I'm too grown for that. I got a whole mansion over here. You need to come holler at me over here. And Goes left and went with him or whatever. So she messing with Rich and Maurice at the same time. And Maurice told her, do not embarrass me. Now, I didn't just got into it with this man at this fight about your ass. And you fucking with him again. Right? So, Gold is getting ready for her grand opening. Eden left India high and dry. I felt like everybody had did India wrong because India was there for everybody. She was a good friend. But in her time, like when she was like really, really down, nobody was really there for her. E wasn't there for her. Gold wasn't there for her. Tamia wasn't there for her because she had shit going on with Stone. Stone, he started tripping. He about to have her as a drug mule. And so, oh Lord, they probably gonna get me for that too. Anyway, so nobody was there for her, and I was kind of mad about that because Golden lost her mind with Maurice because she heard about Rich. Do y'all think that she would have been as into Maurice if she would not have been so hurt about Rich? Like, I like Maurice, and I think he was good to her, but I don't think she liked him like that. I think she was with him. Was she young? She 21 years old or whatever. I can see it. But do y'all think she was, like, with him like that because she was trying to get over Rich? And so it kind of pushed her into Maurice, okay? So she asked Maurice to be her plus one at the salon grand opening, and he's happy. He's like, yes, I will be there for you, right? Because of course he's a pick-me. Remember I called him a pick-me last week? He picked me. So he's like, yes, I'm coming to the thing or whatever with you. So they getting ready for that. He on some bullshit. I hate how he did India, but I guess you can kind of understand it. Chucky ended up meeting Christian kids. I thought he did that really well. That was very mature of him. The husband had to drop them off there, and he was there. And Christian was like, oh my God. He was like, what the fuck you want me to do? Go out the window? She was like, the kids are. He was like, I can meet the kids. You want me to meet with the kids? You know, we together, we locked in or whatever. But he did real good. He was like, I'm mommy's friend, and da-da-da-da. I like Chucky. I like all of them. I like everybody in the book. I'm going to be like Gold. Getting turned every which way but lose. Yeah, I'm so crazy. But yes, I like Chucky. I like Chucky. I like E. Rich was pissing me off. Well, no, I didn't like E at the end of the book. I didn't like him at the end. He had pissed me off. He had pissed me off. Oh. So, let me see. So, Gold is getting ready to open. Okay, so we finna end it on this. Okay, so he had left India. He came back with his sob story and everything. She ended up taking him back. They back. He ended up telling her, you know, he blamed her because she didn't want the baby at first. And like he felt like since she didn't want the baby at first, you know, kind of like God took the baby away from them or whatever, which I can kind of see that. It's human. You know, it's not right, but it was human. So he kind of, you know, he was mad at her. He was upset with her. And she was like, he was like, you know, but I want you back now. And she was like, no, you always take your love away from me. You know, every time you get mad at me, you take your love away from me. And he do. And so, she was like, you know, but of course he did cut down and she back. So her and he ended up coming back from his work trip, whatever. He apologized. He said he was sorry. He was tripping. He felt like she was rejecting him with the whole baby thing, like his mama did. He got mama issues. He need to go sit on that lady couch. Okay. And so, now they back together. Gold is with Maurice. Maurice is coming to the grand opening with her. And this is going to be kind of like a big thing. So Gold then got in. Remember, she did the editorial and Rich had came and everything. And so these people are going to be at her grand opening to kind of big up the magazine publication, put her on. So this is like big press, right? Boom. So the grand opening finally comes around. Everybody is there. Ian and India back together. You know, everybody there. I think her family came. All Gold's niggas is in the building. Bryce came back for the grand opening. Do y'all remember him? Was it Bryce or Bryson? He came back. He at the grand opening. Malik is at the grand opening. Malik had a whole storyline in this book, y'all. Y'all gotta go back and read it. I'm not gonna go into all that. Malik at the grand opening. Maurice at the grand opening. And who else shows up to the grand opening? Rich! Talking about he was just playing. That when he said he wasn't coming. But, man, listen. So all of her men that she have messed with throughout this series is at this grand opening because this is a big thing. Of course, Rich comes. He sees Maurice, which I don't understand why he's mad because you said you wasn't coming. But I guess since he felt like since they was back hot and heavy, she had left Maurice alone. But Ghost is too smart for that. She was like, no, you want to play with me? I'm going back and get my the man back. So Maurice is there. Rich is there, and all hell breaks loose, y'all. All hell breaks loose. Rich go crazy up in that thing, baby. And it was more so, I think, because, he felt like Maurice was disrespecting him. Like, why you up in here with my bitch? After I told you, you need to back up. You know, this is disrespectful. You playing in my face, right? Y'all, it was very chaotic. Ghost ended up getting trampled by all her men. Somebody lost an eye. It's not funny. Somebody lost the eye. Like, they in her brawling. You hear me? That's why Maurice always had that damn security, because he knew shit was gonna go down when Rich got a hold to his ass. They knew it was going down when Rich got a hold to his ass. So, they ended up having a brawl, y'all. They ended up having a brawl, okay? So, I'm going to wrap Gold up, and then we're going to end it on India and E. Okay? So, Rich acted a plum fucking fool up in this grand opening. Mind you, all this press is there. All this press is there. All these people there. All this and that, right? So, this is all getting caught on camera. This is probably going to be all over social media. Maurice is involved. Rich is involved. Gold is involved. Everything is involved, right? And so, Tiffany in jail, too. She have, like, some moments in jail. Her jail stuff going on. We'll talk about that more another day. I might have to do, like, a behind. We might have to just have to get on Girl Talk, y'all. Anyway, so, everybody's involved. So, everybody is probably going to be in this magazine in book 3, okay? So, Gold is in the hospital because she got trampled. She blacked out or whatever. It was too much going on. So she and her, who came up there? I'm sure it was India. No, was India there? Yeah, India was India at the grand opening. Yeah, she was there. So Gold is in the hospital. Gold is pregnant, y'all. That's all I got to say about that. It was just too much. She pregnant. And remember, she's messing with Rich and and Maurice. So who is her baby daddy? So we gonna have to find that out in book 3, y'all. Okay. So who is her baby daddy? And guess who is at the hospital with her? Bryce is the one who got her out the mix. Because him and Malik was like trying to get to her because Rich and Maurice is banging it out. And so Bryce and Malik is the one who ended up getting her out of the mix. Or I guess it was Bryce. So he is at the hospital with her. So he back in the mix. So we got to see what's up with that. Which Gold needs to leave Rich and Maurice alone. But I was thinking that, I was like, she is playing a dirty game messing with both of them at the same time. Like, these are some heavy hitters. These are some real. You cannot be playing with these people, girl. You gonna get hurt. You gonna get somebody hurt. I have been thinking that, like, girl, why you going back and forth between these two men? That man told you don't embarrass him, and you sitting up here embarrassing him. So that happened. So she in the hospital. She ended up finding out she's pregnant. So who gonna be her baby daddy? Is it gonna be Maurice or Rich? Who do y'all want to be her baby daddy? Who do y'all think she should be pregnant by? Who y'all want her to be pregnant from? Right? And so, okay, so that happened. That's Gold. We're going to do Christian and Chucky. Christian and Chucky, they doing good. Y'all know that husband probably still going through. They don't talk a lot about him or whatever. So then, I guess the husband got wind that she was back messing with Chucky. And what does he do? Because he a BAN, a bitch ass. He files for full custody of their children. Which, like I said, Christian do be tripping when she be getting back with Chucky. So I don't know. I might feel the husband. He might need to have full custody. I don't know. So that's her drama at the end of book 2. So we got to see what happened with that in book 3, right? I'm sure there's going to be a lot between them. So you got Goals. She's pregnant. Her man that had a fight. Who y'all want to be the daddy? Who do y'all want her to be with in the end, right? Out of all them. Definitely not Malik, because he is really a fuck. Okay, so then India and E. Now, this is when E tore his motherfucking drawers with me. Y'all hear me? I was done with him after this. Now, remember, I told y'all he was my favorite. That was my man. Okay? He reminded me of my other man. Okay? So, and this is another thing where it's like, is he really looking out for her? Or is he looking out for his fucking self? Okay? So, E and India, they back together. They hot and heavy. I think he ended up buying her a ring or something. Like, you know, he winding down her or whatever, got her back and everything. And so, she got an opportunity to go to Paris. Oh, India had a whole thing with, she thought she was going to be the next Vera Wang. They told her to go sit her young ass down. So she had to work her way up. She ended up being like an intern. And she got this opportunity to go to Paris. But of course, she's in love. So she was like, no, I don't need that opportunity. My man is back. I'm going to be with my man. Okay, we working it out. So then she got the opportunity to go to Paris, but she's turning it down, just like Ghost did in book 1, right? For her opportunity. And then something else happened with E. But it was this big I ain't gonna say drawn out, but it was this big scene at the end of the book where cause him and the daddy had a conversation. And the daddy said, if there's ever a time, because you know he like a daddy. He like really in his daughter life, okay? If it's ever a time where you feel like she's slipping, come talk to me, come holler at me, because, you know, I only want the best for her. And if you want the best for her, if you feel like she's keeping stuff from me, or you feel like she's slipping, you know, come holler at me or whatever. So, oh, he did take her to the jewelry store and got her all this jewelry. Then took her to her mama house, and her mama and her daddy house. They was going to have dinner with her parents, right? Come to find out, it was a fucking setup. It was an intervention. And her parents is like, you going to Paris. Her daddy put his foot down. I liked her daddy too. I'm for the streets. I'm for the book streets. But I liked her daddy too. But he was like, you going to Paris. It ain't even up for discussion. You not finna pass up this opportunity for no. You going. And that's the end of it. And her mama was like standing 10 toes behind her daddy, like, you going, right? Here go E motherfucking ass. He finna go back on the town to go do a job. He pissed me off so bad. He need to be taking his ass to Paris with her. Okay? Following her dreams with her. After all this shit, this back and forth you to put this girl throughout both of these books, now you want to go do a job and send her off to Paris. Oh, hell no. I was pissed off. But why is she standing outside hollering and screaming for him to come back? I'm not judging her because he was a good man. He was a good man, Ty, so I get it. But she's standing outside hollering and screaming. He done left. Oh, Lord, y'all. What the hell just happened? Lights out. Hold on. My light went off, y'all. Hold on. What the hell? Okay, I'm back. But he want to go off and do some other shit. I think he on some slick shit, if you ask me. Because, like I said, it was a better way to do this. Which, actually, now that I think about it, I keep saying the men are in their 30s. That's actually still kind of young. It's not real young. It's not like the girls young, like 21. But it's still kind of young. You still living life. You still getting through life. You don't know a whole lot or whatever, right? So, yes, he leaves India, basically, on the floor, on the ground, begging, screaming, crying. And when she went to Paris, she went by herself, I think. Who went with her? But if you remember in book 1, she with everybody. If anybody is going through something, India is right there. She going through it with them, right? But when she got to get shipped off to Paris and her man then left her, she's alone. That pissed me off. Everybody pissed me off behind India. She was a little wishy-washy. India need draggy in this next book. Okay, she do. And do, because he fucked her over. He did. And he pissed me off. I did not like that. All that back and forth. But my question to y'all is, hey, Sarah girl, can they come back from this? Right? They were my favorite couple in book 1. He fucked up in book 2. Can they come back from this? Because this is like the 3rd or 4th time that he has dipped on her. The first time was when he had the accident. He got mad because she didn't want to come spend the night at his house. So that was the first time he went off, which he did have an accident, but he gone. The second time was when she had the miscarriage, right? He dipped. The second time was when she said she didn't want to have a baby, whatever, right? The second time was then. He went over Rich House and stayed over there. The third time was when she had the miscarriage. And now this is the 4th time you done left me. I don't want no more leaving. So can they come back from this? What I mean, he keep leaving her? Like, I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't trust you. If anything go wrong, if you feel like you getting slighted, you're going to leave. You're going to dip on me. You know what I'm saying? So, can they come back from that in book 3? So, like I keep saying, I did do an interview with Author Sarafini, and I'm going to post it on our blog. It will be posted in the group. I'll post it on the link on social media to get her take on... Girl! I'm like, this too much leaving for me. Because even with the whole Paris thing or whatever, why you gotta just straight up leave me? Like, we gotta break up because I got an opportunity in Paris? We can't do long distance? Like, what the fuck? That's why I say he was on some other shit. India needs to do the leave it in the next book. She definitely needs to leave him alone. And she better not be pregnant again. And so, yes, it's just come back for that. So I'm going, we finally wrapped this up. Praise Jesus, Lord. Which I love this series. I love this book. I'm looking forward to book 3. I cannot wait to see what happens in book 3. What is Rich and what are y'all predictions? What is Rich and Maurice gonna have going on? Who is gonna be the baby daddy? Baby, they gonna be spoiling her for real in this next book. But I think Maurice gonna be mad because it's like he told her, don't embarrass me. Now you got me all in the fucking blogs fighting. Right? So what are y'all predictions? Who is the daddy? Who do y'all want to be the daddy? Is E and India gonna get back together? Will Chucky and Christian survive this whole family drama she got going on? Oh, another thing. Is he going to find out that she aborted his baby? Is Chucky, now that's probably going to come up in one first. And then she wrote Ghost. Ghost came out. And then she released the last book of Haunted. And then she did the second book. So it's going to be kind of like that. So she coming out with another book. Ghost 3 is not coming out to 2027. Which, like I said, I was exhausted. So I kind of need a break. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to her. She said it's going to be wrapped up. This is going to be the last book. So I'm looking forward to it. So thank you. This is my type of book, y'all. This is what the Black Girl Book Club podcast is all about. I know everybody have their preference in reading and everybody, have stuff that they like to read, and stuff like that. But this is what we about over here, baby. We like the urban fiction. We like, I'm not really into the shoot 'em up bang bang as much anymore. I used to be. I might be again one day. But we like it hard over here. We like it hard, rough. We like, yes, honey, it's going down. So this is my type of book. These is the type of books that I like to talk about. These are the type of books that I like to read. So if you into that, stay tuned with me over here. Also, why y'all didn't tell me that? Let India at her parents' house like she in order. Okay, and she was screaming. I felt so bad for her. She had been through so much in book 2. But why y'all didn't tell me that Nina had another book come out called Part 2? I just downloaded that. I'm about to be reading that tonight. Let me see. KK, what you say, girl? My phone, Rich better forgive. Rich better forgive God. Yeah, he better forgive God. He better forgive her. Now, what about Maurice, though? Because she did Maurice dirty. Maurice was down for her. Maurice did good by her, right? What about him? Should he forgive her? Should he be mad? Right? He can't be the baby daddy. I just think that's just going to be too messy. He can't. I don't know. But Author Sarafini know how to write a book, so she gonna give it to us right. She gonna give it to us right. So I'm looking forward to it in 2027. I'm excited about it. Let me know y'all predictions. One day I'm gonna get this internet together. I hope this was better for you all. Being on the phone, let me know. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Fuck him, he got 2 baby mamas. Okay then, tell us how you really feel. But yes, I'm probably gonna take some little time off. I'll be back once we come. What other book am I looking? This was like my biggest book that I was looking forward to this year. And so now I am looking forward to Nina writing what's the brother name with the bipolar? His book. Who are y'all looking forward to? This was like my main book I was looking forward to. Ray dropped her book. I read that. So I don't know what else. Takira Allen, y'all. I really think she write Dice and Bunny book. If she write Dice and Bunny book, we gonna have to do a read along. We're gonna do a read along with that. Like we're gonna have to do a read along and like I'm like this laying down and stuff. We just gonna have to be on the chat and just reading along for that. That's gonna be like so big for me, y'all. Anywho, so yes, I'm looking forward to that. That's another big one for me. Or whatever Takira Allen is writing. I'm just assuming. And I said that I wasn't gonna say that out loud, but I'm saying it out loud. Maybe I was speaking into existence, but I'll holler at you guys. My DMs are always open. Send me messages, post in the group. Post your events. If y'all going to any events or anything like book events and stuff, post y'all stuff in the group. So I'll holler at you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. Stay tuned. This fall, I'll probably be back on track, y'all. Pray for me. But I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what y'all got going on and what y'all reading. I'm finna read part 2 by Nina. But it's the Black Girl Book Club Podcast. The Black Girl Book Club Podcast. Hey! See y'all soon. Bye-bye.